we're good. Let me just adjust this in the settings. Whew. All right. Welcome to the Outback Bench Podcast.
It's the bench Outback, you stupid fuck. We've rehearsed this.
The Bench Outback. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, those words get a bit mixed up sometimes, man. Anyway, I am Thomas, aka Not a Pyro, and this is
And
a
I'm
brand new
I'm
podcast.
I'm Kurt. Usually go by Nolsie's Gaming these days.
Yeah, and looking at his skin.
What's wrong with
Ugh.
my skin? What's wrong with my skin, hey? What's wrong with my skin? You got a problem? Come look me in the eyes. Look me in the eye, motherfucker.
Oh, they're so far up though.
Anyway, what are we drinking?
Oh well, I've got some of this Dimple whiskey that I've
Wouldn't
had for a while,
wouldn't
and
be wouldn't be a pubcast without
yeah,
alcohol, now would it?
can't even. What's the point? Like going to the pub to eat like the chips and soft drink. Just go to Mac's.
Hey.
Just gonna pour a bit of this whiskey in. Very strong stuff, almost run out, but that's okay. What about you
Well,
though?
I've got me a nice 12 aged Black Bundy rum.
Oh, how strong is that?
Well, it's average strength, it's just a bit more flavorful.
Oh,
Bundy's pretty harsh. Black Bundy's a bit harsher.
yeah,
Actually, it's probably more palatable.
is this something you have often?
I try not to drink it much. No, because it's expensive.
Oh, let me have a let me have some wine. Hold on. Oh,
I've got mine on the rocks because
mine's.
who doesn't like a nice rocks?
Oh, I wish I had some rocks. Mine's just straight with some cola poured in.
Hey, that's
Oh,
nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong. I just prefer to have crunchiness and stuff like that. But that's no biggie. That's no biggie. But yeah, this is the new pub.
New pub. It's fully furnished. Don't look backwards. Don't do
All
it.
right, all right, all right, all right. I take your word on it. I wonder how I got here, but it's okay.
It's fully furnished. Trust me.
With jukebox and everything. There we go. But yeah, like this is the new hangout spot, and it's not always just going to be us hanging out in this pub. This pub's going to get some visitors. I hope.
We've got three seats here. One of our permanent guest speakers is she's not here today,
Yeah, she's
but she
we
might be
don't know what
back next
happened.
stream. So
Yeah, and we got an extra spot for someone can rotate, but we have a few people we have in mind that we would like to come in
this is
and
gonna be
hang out.
this is gonna be just gonna be random guests that we decide to have on the cast.
Yeah, and we've got other benches over here to, you know, host more if needed.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about putting that. Those tables aren't very fit
Don't
for
worry
a
about
drinking.
that.
Ugh.
I'm not always gonna be the one bartending, of course,
Yeah, I might take
but
over for a few
being
episodes, maybe.
being the resident bartender here, uh, I've definitely got the most experience. Not that any of us were going to be drinking in Minecraft. That's not something you can do,
Well,
as
yeah,
far as I
nah.
know.
We're gonna find some pufferfish, man. But yeah,
Um,
this is the new gigs, and
yeah.
it's a real bang up job. It's a nice looking pub, and is this based on the one you work in?
No, the one I work in looks nothing like this.
Oh,
Oh, I can't say nothing.
like
It doesn't look like this.
oh, I've noticed something that's just we've had a mistake here. Um, there's something missing on the wall that would normally be up there. I think because
Uh,
killing everything makes the paintings go away.
I see.
We can just leave it.
Well,
We can just leave it.
it's fine. I'll fix it next time.
It's okay. Just some.
It's,
We're still
we're
moving
still
in.
we're still renovating. It's fine. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, let's just live with that. We still have the taps. We still got the drinks. We still got
Yeah, well,
the
we've only
beer.
got beer, so you can't have anything but beer.
That's fine by me, man. I'm not harsh against beer. Mm. Oh man,
All
this has been
right.
a it's been a weird week. You seen that Minions meme?
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, what's your would you have done that? The
Well, I don't think I have a big enough collection of friends to do something like that.
I
Like,
guess you
I think I
yeah.
have about like, I don't know, I have a lot of male friends, but not as many committed enough to do something like that. Like, that's a lot of
Yeah.
organization.
I guess you need more suits, wouldn't you? Like more suits to fill in the gaps and
Exactly.
stuff
Well,
like that.
everyone needs a suit, and
And
that's a hell of a
I
lot
don't
of
have a
work.
suit. I have pieces of a suit, but I have like a tie and the nice shirt, but I don't actually have a suit per se.
I have I have a suit, but I haven't worn it in a long time, and it probably
Probably maybe does it not fit no more?
doesn't really fit anymore.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't worn it since like
Like
I haven't worn it since formal, I
literally.
think.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you in a suit since then. Like personally seen you in or in that suit at least since then. Really,
Thought
I haven't
about
seen you in
buying
a
a suit.
while. But is
Well,
yeah,
that's
they're
because I live in Bendigo, so.
yeah. Oh crap, we didn't say where we're from,
Oh
where
yeah,
we are.
that's right. We're from North Queensland, lovely North Queensland from in Australia.
Lovely tropical North Queensland with its lovely 6 degrees nights and you know,
Yeah, well,
it's winter right now. I'm not gonna
it's
complain.
winter.
It's
Can't
either it's
complain
hot or
too
it's
much.
cold. These do look like they have beer in them or
Oh,
some
I spewed
sludge.
into that one. I spewed into
Wait,
that.
wait a second.
I spewed into all of them. Sorry.
That's okay. It probably would taste fine anyway.
Um,
Maybe.
is anything? Have you ever done anything like that? Like the Minions thing? Like got people together to do something like
Well,
was there anything similar?
the closest thing I can think of is like me and Joel and Josh and that going to the drive-in to watch the Emoji Movie. Like we didn't exactly care for the movie, but we thought to went go there, but we weren't like cheering it on or anything.
There's better movies to watch. I know that
There's
much.
I know I switched over to Superbad halfway through it when the movie was over, I should say, but but no, I can't say I've gotten up that much effort to go watch a Minions movie, and I kind of want to see it now. I think the movie's been like teased for like 5 years. Like
Was it 5 years? Really? How long ago did the first Minions movie come out?
did it come out before Despicable Me 3?
Yeah, I want to say yes.
I'm gonna check this out because it's something that's like I actually need to check. Minions
It
movie.
can't have been that long, could it?
Well, if it the Minions, the first one came out in so this one came out 2015 was
2015? What?
hold on. I need to check this. I need to double check this. This is me lying. Yeah, 2015 Minions, 2015 family comedy.
2015?
Despicable Me 3?
No way, it came out 7 years ago.
Yeah, and Despicable Me 3 was 2017. That was 5 years ago, man. That was 7 years ago for Minions,
Oh no.
and 5 years ago for fucking Despicable Me. Oh,
I just got yeeted from existence.
oh. Um. So my bartender has gone missing.
What in the sweet fuck just happened?
Um.
Uh, temporary difficulties. Hold on, hold on.
It's okay. It's all right. I think he's haunting one of these machines. Um.
May have just been fired. Hold on, hold on.
Hold on.
Just
Hold
trying to
on.
get me. I'm reasoning with the boss, getting my job back. It's my pub. Why am I getting fired from my own pub?
Oh. Just looking at your eyes. They're black.
Oh,
They're
my
all just
eyes.
black dots right now.
What? Leave me alone.
Alright, I'll leave them alone. Ugh. Um, yeah, it's been like 5 years at least since the last
7 years?
Minions
That's
related
so
movie.
strange. It doesn't feel that long.
That movie sounds like it came out like 2019 or something.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I was like, there's no way it's that old. It isn't.
I
Okay,
mean,
fair enough. I remember
oh,
hearing it. Actually, I think I remember hearing about it. Like they were like, oh yeah, here's some teasers for it in like 2019, something like that, or 2020.
I think COVID
And I was
hit
like, oh
and
yeah, that movie's coming out, and then like it never came out. And I was like, oh.
COVID affected the Minions. The Minions made COVID.
Minions made COVID so that they had more time to make their movie.
Banana.
Banana.
Ugh. Did you see all the movies, by the way? I think I've caught up on
Um,
them.
I have watched all three of Despicable Me and the
Minions,
first Minions movie.
which
I
would
haven't watched the recent one.
yeah, no, I haven't watched that one's just come out, and like as far as I'm concerned, it's just another Minion another Minions movie. But
Yeah, that's
ha-
fair.
have you gone back and watched the first Despicable Me? It's really weird to watch it. It feels weird. It's like watching the pilot for Rick and Morty, and the animation isn't bad, but it's certainly not like
Not as good.
it's weird. It's just
No.
paced weird, and it'll probably make more
Um,
sense to actually watch it.
no, I
But
haven't watched. I haven't.
oh, your mic's messing up. Oh, 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 he's been yeeted again. He might actually have job issues currently. Um, I guess the pub's mine. Yeah, I guess I'll take over.
What in the fuck is going on?
I'm just taking over while you're away from business. Um, what? Yeah, what is happening?
Not sure. It's the first stream to go AWire.
Well,
Maybe
we
I'm
might as well get him
downloading
out
anything.
early. We might as well get him out of the way early
Like
and
maybe I am downloading something. What am I downloading?
see if I'm downloading anything either. Nah.
Fortnite. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Ah.
That would explain it.
Honestly, a little bit of whiskey with a bunch of cola really does hide the whiskey taste.
The
Ah. This is like a podcast, but we're
what's it
both
like?
opping. Oh, you're back. Oh,
Ugh. Were you RPing me?
no, I took over. There was no one at the bar, so I decided to just take over for a bit.
Fair enough.
I didn't touch anything.
Um, what's the recent gaming news, Thomas? Because I usually leave that up to you.
I had
Recent in game
something
developments.
recent in game development. In recent news, let me check my like little list. Like there's games that I've completed recently, and that would be Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't really want to be talking about that without the biggest fan, in our pub. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I feel you.
Oh,
She might strangle you if you don't. If she
I'll
talk
spoil the
about it
entire
without it.
game. Honestly, in terms of news, there's not really much other than like some like say Dragon's Dogma got a sequel, and I've been playing through the first one or the only one. Or, yeah, the first one. Let's just say that in like in like it just so I can play through it and get the taste of it because the same guy who did Devil May Cry 5, which is like I think my favorite game of all time, he's in charge
Yeah,
of this, and the game that came before it wasn't exactly a flawless game. DMZ4 was not very good. Not very good, I should say. It just had a lot of things that needed ironing out, and they got ironed out. So maybe Dragon's Dogma 2 can probably improve upon it and stuff. But in terms of recent gaming news, yeah, not much. Like anything new with you when it comes to games. Like what have you been playing? What have you been, you know? trying to figure out.
Oh shit, hold on. I did recently play. Have started playing Darksiders 3 because I started playing all the Darksiders again.
Yep.
And shit. It plays very, very differently from the other two. I shouldn't say differently. Okay, differently's not a bad word. The first two games are very hack and slash. This one has been more of a focus on dodging, like
Dodging and
effect. There's to change it to back to the original thing so that the dodge isn't, so much required. Um, but I thought I'd test the new mechanics first because I was like, I got to give this, you can't just play the same way every time. If they make something new, if they make something new.
yeah, I mean, and that's also like
Um,
that was the default I think for 3, right? So you gotta play it like playing it through that
yeah,
is the way that they want you to play through it, or at
yeah.
least originally.
Um, Another big thing to note, I 2 or 3 years ago, can't remember how long ago it was now. I just decided to start all of the games that I ever plan to play, on the hardest difficulty.
Ooh,
Um, I don't know. It must be because I hate myself. I'm not sure.
uh,
Uh,
yeah.
so going through a hack and slash game on the hardest difficulties, it's fine. It's hard, but it's fine. Going through a perfect dodge game on the hardest difficulty is not fine.
Very little room for error. I take it.
There's
Almost none.
Sometimes you might get a lucky dodge here and there where you're like, oh, probably shouldn't have been able to dodge that. But basically, if you're not this mode I've got it set on, which you don't even need to get achievements for or anything, I just do it because I hate myself. If you don't perfect dodge every time, you can guarantee that you're going to get one shot just about every time.
And I'm pretty sure I've heard you mention it. Is the loading times to get back into the battle
Now
not
that's
nice?
probably because I'm on PS4. Um, if it was, I know it was made for PS5.
Or at
And
least
again,
was it?
there's a lot of games that I have been playing that would probably load faster if I was using the PS5. Um, but in it, the load times in the game aren't super long in this one. It's the fact that when you respawn in 3, it takes you back to the last buy station location, I guess you could say, where
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
purchase upgrades and stuff like that.
yeah.
And some of those can be quite a trek backwards,
Ugh,
and it's really fucking annoying.
after like 10 times doing it or something.
After doing
Enough.
it about 50 times, it's not fun every time.
That reminds me, like, yeah, the God of War playthrough, the PS4 one, I should say.
I'm still playing that one actually.
You got further than I did.
Slowly. I'm still progressing through it actually.
I
It's become more fun after the initial start.
that pit is like so there's a pit where like you get ambushed and there's people shooting at you. That part is really hard with like limited stuff that you have at
The
that
worst
point.
part is about that part, you get ambushed by like 6 people and 3 dudes that are shooting. 3 dudes that are shooting at you, and then 2 dudes that spawn later that also shoot at you.
Yeah.
The worst part about that is after you finally, after about 500,000 attempts, manage to kill all them, then they summon 3 super overpowered dudes that you would have no fucking luck in ever trying to kill, even with all the time that you just put in to kill the easy
Oh,
bastards.
like and bloody that's just I haven't gotten past that and I feel like I want to do it. I can't just go back in and do that instantly because it's going to take me a while, I think, but
Yeah, me and Thomas started at the same time. I think it took me 45 minutes, maybe an hour, to do the tutorial fight, and that's only against 3 people.
yeah,
And
that's the first fight.
they throw them at you one at a time for the first one, and then 2, and that's it. It took me nearly an hour to beat that.
It took you like 2.5 hours to even get close to beating the pit, right? The first time, I
Longer
think.
than that, I think close.
Oh,
And then I had to
uh,
do it for another 2 or 3 hours after that.
I think yeah, you got it off chat. You got it like on your own and
Yeah, I
stuff
did
like
end
that.
up. Yeah, because I think you ended up going because you were that frustrated. You were like, "Nah,
I think I was like, I think I'm just
gonna
gonna play
head out."
normal, or I think I went back to normal, and I did complete the game.
And I think actually, I think you restarted the game, beat up to the point I was at, and beat after it before I actually beat the area I was in on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, it just wasn't. It was so easy after doing that for like what 2 hours.
2 hours.
I
And
already knew what to
to
do.
to be fair, I got better after that. It
Yeah,
helped a lot. There are still enemies in that game that make me want to fucking
the
just
revenants, man.
yeah, the revenants especially
Oh, I hate that. They suck even on like normal.
because like other enemies, once you get into a groove of hitting them, they kind of after getting them sort of stun locked or whatever, you can just kind of keep hammering in. The revenants just kind of take 3 hits and then they're like, "Nah, I'm out."
They'll just be like, no, no, I'm out of here.
Makes me sit. I'm sitting here and I'm just like fucking. I'm gonna shoot them. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, I just had a drink of my whiskey. But yeah, I guess it is game news. God, because I was looking at it. God of War Ragnarok just got its announcement date.
Oh, when's it come out? I didn't know that.
This could be American time, but it
Probably
says
American time.
9.11.22. So I
Well,
need to
it's
just
either the 9th of
double
the
check.
11th or it's the 11th of the 9th.
11th of the ninth. It says 11th
So
of the ninth, 2022. So I will just double check that because I don't want to be like.
it's either September or it's in November.
Its release is. Oh, come
I'm
on.
thinking it's November.
November. It's 9th of November. Okay. Oh, because American times, yeah. So that's coming out soon, and I'm really excited to play it because I've also heard it's the last one of the Nord. They only did two. They're going to do 2 games,
Well,
unlike
to
say
be fair,
three
you
or
don't really.
six.
The way that they've done it, I suppose the way that they've done it, they don't really need to do. Like they covered
Like,
most of the basis on the first
like
game.
I think it's just Thor and uh, Odin left really,
Thor and Odin, yeah, that's the only two things I suppose.
and
I don't know how much they're going to flesh it out. I don't really know any other characters in Nordic thing that they
I mean
haven't
they
really
also
brought
like
up.
I think they said all 9 worlds or like because 3 of them were just locked off for like
Yeah,
most of the game, but like permanently you just can't
because
go to Asgard. Simple as that.
yeah, but you can't go to Asgard.
But this game you will,
Um, I
and I'm
think you go to.
so
Do you
excited.
go to Miseffelheim?
What's that one? Because
I know Niflheim's the fire dimension.
you go there. You
No,
don't go to the
no,
Dark
Niflheim's
Elves.
the frost dimension, isn't it?
You don't go to the Dark Elves homeworld, and you don't go to the Asgards, and I don't think you go to the Dwarves uh,
Yeah, I don't
homeworld
remember the
either.
dwarves one.
I think
You go to you go to
Snow one.
Jotunheim. You go. I think you go to Niflheim, and I
You go to
think
Hell,
which is has its own Heim.
Helheim. I think it's not Helheim, is it? Might be.
I don't think it might be Helheim. I can't remember.
It's been a while since I played the game, but it's
Jotunheim's the last place you go to because it's where the giants are.
yeah. That's the ending essentially, and pretty good ending, I will say so. And also, we just may have spoiled. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's what they say at the start of the game, I guess. But
There you go. Watch the fucking. Go watch the end of God of War and the start of God of War Ragnarok.
yeah, it's a good point. I was gonna say because like with the Greek games, they made 3 PS2 ones, a prequel, and then they made 2 PSP ones as well. So like 6 games.
And you're forgetting one. There was actually a mobile game as well that's
Wait,
actually canon.
there was. Wait, what was that called?
Yes.
If you can remember it. If
Uh,
not,
I don't remember what it's called, but it was canon and it wasn't that great
God of War Mobile.
because it wasn't really made for smartphone. It was like
Betrayal. It's called Betrayal. Huh. It was kind of just made for like a Nokia or something, like a old brick
yeah,
phone.
something like that. Yeah, it's a brickier phone.
You know what I
Wouldn't say
really
the old Nokia, but it was definitely not made for
like
a
mid two
smartphone
thousands
touch button.
essentially.
Yeah,
Oh man, you should have seen because like I think by the time they made Ascension, they really were squeezing out all the Greek Jews they could. They couldn't
Yep.
like,
They were
which is why jumping
grabbing
onwards good.
everything they could. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I can't remember them at least mentioning.
I wonder where they'll go next if they decide to go anywhere after
They
Nordic.
could,
Like,
they might just lie to us and just say, "Hey, we're going to keep Nordic as a thing for another game or something," but unlikely, I think.
where else? Where else could he go? I
I
suppose
think
they could do like
Egypt.
Egyptian. Yeah, I was gonna say they could
Egypt
do
would be kind
Egyptian.
of cool, but I don't know if they can get much out of that. I'm trying to think what they could do with that. There's plenty of gods, I
Otherwise,
guess.
they'd have to go to probably
China?
Japanese, China or Japan.
There was something in those go to Christianity, what's that one game? Dante's Inferno, but it's Kratos fight
Fight the seven
Cerberus.
deadly sin.
Well, you've already fought Cerberus, I guess, but yeah, fight the seven deadly. They haven't done the sins, I don't think yet, which is good. I hope. I
Well,
need to like finish more of the
there's no
games.
sins in Greek. Is Roman and Greek the same? Do they have the same mythology, or does Romans have different?
Romans are like the god of war is Mars, and Greece is Ares, I think.
Greece is Ares. Yeah, I know that much.
No, it's Kratos. Sorry, man. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah, you're right.
Kratos. Yeah, well, I think Roman because Roman's different. I think Mars and all
Yeah,
that.
because they have like a god for everything in Rome, don't they? There's like a god for cupboards and Tupperware or something.
God of cupboards and Tupperware. Oh
I'm gonna
no,
search that.
you're lying to me. I'm gonna look up not Greek gods, Roman gods. Oops.
Roman god of
Oh, like Jupiter, Juno. You know the stuff they use in Assassin's Creed. You know.
Roman god of cupboards,
Oh,
Cardia, Cardia,
that's
whose
insane.
name means door pivot, which was the
Huh.
Roman goddess of door hinges and handles.
That's actually me. That's amazing. Oh. But yeah, like all the Roman gods are like Jupiter, Juno, Saturn, Neptune. They're named all after all the planets, really. Apollo, Diana, and all that sort of stuff.
Mm. Oh yeah,
Which
okay.
which they could go there, I reckon. Fight the god of war Mars and literally on Mars or something. Might be pushing it, I think.
List of Roman deities. How many are there? 12 Roman deities attended by minor flamens. Oh my god, this it just goes on.
The Romans, I mean,
Oh my god, there's a full alphabet of them.
oh, the god of cupboards and Tupperware. That's like a bloody shop name.
Oh yeah, you're a Roman god. Which one are you? I look after Tupperware and closets.
Kratos has to bloody rip them out of cupboards and stuff, and he has to find them. So
Where
many
is she?
bargains. So many bargains.
So many buckets. Oh.
Fuck
Um,
me.
doesn't
That's something I
doesn't the
learned.
Nintendo Connect thing?
Oh, the
Doesn't
Nintendo
Nintendo's
Direct.
thing come out soon? Yeah, doesn't
Uh,
it come out soon?
let me let me look at that. Let me actually Nintendo Direct. I don't actually know what they'd have on this. Um, when is the next? I think they. Look, check out 2022 ones. One happened a week ago. Um, one happened at 28th of June, I think. So I think we're a little late on it.
Hmm.
Um, oh man, fucking God of War, Tupperware, God of
God of
Tupperware War,
God of God of Tupperware.
God of Tupperware, and door handles. Was it?
Yeah, it was door hinges and something handles or something like that.
God of Door Unhinged.
God of Door Unhinged. Oh my fucking! I would unironically play that. Someone made a God of War game that was God of Door Unhinged.
It's just unhinged.
Who unhinged my door?
Boy,
You've crossed the threshold now, boy.
get the Tupperware.
Get the Tupperware, boy.
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 God. Boy, get the crossbow. What if he gets a crossbow in the sequel? Because instead of using a bow...
Nah, he wouldn't do that. He'd just punch people.
Oh, yeah, he is as strong, I guess.
Boy.
Boy, hold on. Boy.
Alright. Let's move on to some pub topics.
Oh, man, I guess this is always a fun one. What's your usual go-to meal?
Ooh. Alright, well, for starters, I gotta check out if it's the first place, unless there's some sort of special or something that's going on that really piques my fancy. I gotta check out their dirty, greasy palmies. Gotta have me
Dirty.
a chicken palmy, man.
Can't go wrong with a pub chicken palmy.
Can't go wrong with a pub chicken palmy.
It's palmy. There was something like it was. If you call it Parma, you're bad or something.
Yeah,
Palmer,
well, something wrong with you if you're calling it a palma, chicken palma.
I call it a palmy. Palmy mommy.
You're obviously a cockroach if you call it a palma. Like,
just can't deal with that.
just can't deal with that.
Bloody roaches, man. If I can afford it and if I suss it out, I always do the seafood basket or the seafood selection because that usually tells me how good something is. And the
I feel
oysters
like it's a
usually come
bad
with it.
idea to ask for seafood though at an inland pub. Not that they don't do good seafood or anything. Don't get me wrong, but it feels wrong. So like if you live somewhere in the middle of Queensland, right, where you're not at sea, okay,
Yeah.
it feels wrong to cook seafood
It
and buy seafood from an inland pub when most of your food is going to come from cows or pigs or goats or all that
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
that's the thing. That's usually where I always go to first. And when you're in like one of the coastal towns, it is fantastic. Like I had this.
Definitely, it's an absolute must. If you're going to a coastal town, you buy seafood from a
Oh,
coastal town
I had this
because that's their
bloody.
main product.
I had this battered fish with like fish sauce or whatever they call it. It's like the white tartar sauce, I think it was, and it was so
Okay, yeah.
nice. You just dip it in, and it was the best fish I've ever had in a while.
We do a mean battered fish at our pub that I work at. We do a like a pan seared. How do I fucking say this? It's not battered. It's pan seared. It's got skin on one side of it. It's a barramundi.
Ooh, are
It's
you a
supposed to be
coastal? You're a
baked.
coastal town, right? Or are you close enough to a
Very
coast?
coastal, like literally on
Walked away.
an ocean.
All right, so you've got all the good stuff. You can essentially
Yeah.
go put your hand in the fish fresh.
Like if we could afford it, we'd probably have snapper on the menu,
Ooh,
but we
red
don't have
snapper.
a steady supply of red snapper. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's one of those things where it's like I freaking love seafood, and since the only other way to get it is not in good quantities for the price, whereas like say if you go to the pub, usually the oysters are the size of your hand or something. The palm, I should say, not the hand, but they're bigger because they're commercial. There's something along those lines, and they're the good stuff. Mum
One
loves
thing,
them. Oh,
one thing that I'm always looking for when I go to a pub is if they sell bugs, Moreton Bay bugs.
ooh,
Holy man,
I can't say I get
garlic
those, sadly.
garlic
No,
Moreton Bay bugs are. Oh,
oh, you just
oh.
I haven't had any from a pub because inland we get like mostly deep fried food. The mess we get is like prawns and oyster, which
Mm.
you can keep refrigerated quite well, I think.
It's like getting a prawn, but it's the size of a lobster.
Have you tried lobster? Because I haven't.
I have not eaten lobster, but it's not much. It's not that
I
different
have.
from crab,
Yeah,
really.
it sounds like it's crab. Oh my. Oh, I freaking. I went to the. This is just. I went to the the Chinese golden restaurant, I think,
Oh yeah.
just to keep it simple. I haven't gone to a buffet in like 4 years. or like a buffet where you can grab your own stuff out of. Like the last time they'd have to put it in there
Yeah,
for you, and
yeah.
I was the food's not like it's not like oh it's 10-star freaking it's all chips and fried balls
Yeah.
of fish and stuff, and I really like that. I ate like 5 plates, man. I
Hey man,
was
if you're gonna
oh
buy buffet, you're gonna eat your
I'm
fill.
I'm gonna eat till I like just don't exist anymore. But oh, it makes me really want to go back to the. Is it called the Ville now? Still? Yeah, it's the Ville. Wait, it used to be called Jupiter's, I think. The casino.
I think of where that is. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
That's the Ville, right?
It's just the casino.
Oh,
I think it's the Ville, but I just call it the casino
it
because
used to
it's
be
what it
called
is.
like
It's the
Jupiter or
casino.
something, but
Yeah, it's the Ville now, but everyone just calls it the casino because
yeah,
that's literally what it
it's
is.
it's the best casino that I've gone to out of like well one,
The
but
one you've gone to.
but oh, the buffet they had is actually like the best one. They had they had mussels, they had half crab, they had it's like cake in a cup. It's like a jam cake in a cup or something in like a
Oh,
dish. I want to say
nice.
it's oh, it was so nice, and that was just like breakfast for one of them. It was just a really good buffet, high quality food. I think it's like $50 per person though, but it's worth it. Trifle, I think it was called Trifle.
Trifle, trifle, trifle,
It
trifle in a cup or something like
it was like mini trifles you could take
that.
like
Oh,
per and oh my god, I hate going to those places when you're a kid, or at least looking back and going, oh this man, I wish I went to one of them when I was a fat adult and could just
I
like
think
gorge out.
back in the town that I used to live in before I moved to um, where we're living now. Not the one you're in.
Yeah.
The other one that I used to talk about.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's a swimming pool there. It's fucking lit swimming pool. It was the best. I still haven't seen a swimming pool better than that one. Um, they had the world's best potato scallops there, and
Oh,
to this day have never tasted a potato scallop better than what they made. Like
oh, that
it
sounds.
was
Mm,
completely undescribable. The chicken salt that they put on it, I would just, I'd like to get the whole shaker and just put it in my mouth. And I've never ever tasted a chicken salt since then that has
oh, it's
created
ruined
the
other
same
chicken
flavor.
salts for you.
There's some
But
chicken salts that are good, but there has never been anything close to what it or how they
uh,
made it.
there's some good ones out there. Oh man, like you mentioned a pool. They're actually making a water park next to the shopping center here. One of them, I should
Yeah,
say.
you want to know? They've been saying that for years,
No,
though.
they're
They've been
building
saying
it.
they're gonna do that for years.
There's construction there right now.
I don't believe it until it's actually done. They said they said they were going to do that before I moved away from there.
Yeah, well, it probably took a while to do stuff, but it's weird seeing construction so much. Like the Waverly is also getting construction right now. Like everywhere's getting construction. Woolies
Yeah,
had
I
new
suppose.
freezers and stuff, and ooh, now I'm
I
hungry.
suppose they've had a lot of renovation out there, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the new big shopping
They had
center
that
is a big one.
big shopping center put in. Yeah,
Oh man, times are changing. All the taxis are different. They're no longer 13 cab. They're like black and white now, or something.
yeah. Wasn't you? What were you just getting an Uber there or something like that?
No, 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 no. Wait. What do you mean? Like we're just getting Uber in general?
Yeah, I think you were getting Uber in general, weren't you?
I don't remember hearing that. I guess I haven't really been on the Uber ride, but
I
it's
suppose. Yeah,
weird
I don't
because
really
like
take an Uber either. I just use
Uber's about as expensive as a taxi now.
yeah, but
It's
most
probably
times you don't have to
nicer.
wait as long.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the
But
thing.
at least I know with a taxi that the person's not going to take me to a dark alley
Taxi, they got it's a taxi. I know that what I know what they're
because
for.
they work for a company, so they're more like get in my car, let me drop you at the destination, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, conversation. Like, I've never taken an Uber. By the way, I've had Uber Eats, but I've never had Uber.
Mm. So I've
Mm.
never taken an Uber, and I've never had Uber Eats. I've only ever had delivery.
I've switched to menu log for Hungry Jacks and stuff, but sometimes I'd switch back for like the one deal
Did
they'd have.
somebody say when you love?
Log, man. If we had Grubhub, man.
Grubhub deals on the food you love.
I can't even remember the theme, but I'm just gonna dance to it. The Grubhub Celebrity Hour, sponsored
Grubhub
by Grubhub.
celebrity. Sponsored by Grubhub. We are not sponsored by Grubhub. Don't sue us.
Oh, sponsored by Grubhub.
Um. Uh. Okay. More pub topics. Have you ever gotten into a scuffle? Been
Mm,
in like a
an
confronting
argument?
situation with or an argument or something with
Not.
someone else in the pub with your friends, just a
Um.
random.
Well, that's the thing. My brothers. Oh man, they love that stuff. Well, when I say they love that stuff, they seem to always get into it whenever I'm there. Like
The older
the
one
oldest
or
and the next
the
youngest. The oldest and the
okay,
next, both of them.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
One of them was just because all the 18-year-olds have freshly come to the pub and they all want
yeah.
they want that sweet sweet woman. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? And like they're all
mhm,
acting
mhm.
all tough and stuff. And my brother is just sort of not in for that. And then the other one actively starts fights. He got banned from the Ricks for a bit. Um,
Hey
Not for
man,
anything bad. He just got really aggressive.
sometimes people be needing a punch, John.
But no, you've seen me at pubs. I'm pretty reserved. I'm pretty like in the either the pokies or I'm just sort of hanging out with people I know. And if we do fake arguments, like I scream at Michael, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, as I'm walking away and pointing at him, and then we start sizing up, and then we're like, eh.
Uh,
Nah, but I can't say I've
I've
gotten into
been
many.
I've been into some confrontations, but that's only because I work at a pub.
Yeah, you kind of have to, your
So
rate's
most,
probably higher.
you get plenty of cases where you just get a drunk dude that walks up and thinks he's top shit, and he's really not, and he's like, "Give me a drink," and you're like, "No, you can have water," and he's like,
Like, they're
uh,
plastered and stuff.
"No, I can have a drink," and you're like, "No, you can have water, you can fuck off," and they're like, well, I've been here for 12 years and never been told that I can't drink anything," and I'm like, "I just fucking told you."
And you've got security for that, right, and all that.
No,
Like,
I am the
no?
security.
Oh, are you the bouncer and the
I am the
bartender?
judge, jury, and executioner. If I
The,
tell you to get the fuck out, leave.
the drunk Drew and
I'm the drunk Judge Dredd.
yeah,
Except not drunk, just
drunk
Judge Dredd.
dread, drunk
Drunk Dredd.
dread.
Judge
Oh,
Drunk.
oh my goodness. Yeah, but no, I can't say I've had too many scuffles in my own end. The best I can say is I've seen a few because it just happens. I think I saw something bad happen actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, um, I was over by the dance floor when they still had the whole pole and everything, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I saw one of the guards grab a girl's butt with like both his hands, and then walk off into like the crowd.
Hey man, you gotta get it where you can, okay?
I just saw it. I'm like, oh okay,
If
and I
she
walked
didn't
away.
deny it, then it's fine, right?
I don't think it was consensual. That's the thing. He was just wandering
Well,
by, grabbed him, and did a drive by and walked off.
hey, if she didn't see it, he didn't tell about it, and you didn't talk about it, then it didn't happen.
Yeah. No, I think it was a real big thing, but I was like,
Didn't happen.
didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Oh shit.
Um, no, it's something you got to be really careful. It doesn't really happen much in smaller towns. I've sort of noticed. Smaller towns you don't really get, but it happens in a lot in town,
Oh yeah.
places like that,
Big
in the bigger
cities.
cities and stuff,
Oh, I believe that. Like
where
you
like
can
certain or another thing like girls, you have to kind of if a girl leaves her drink at a table or leaves her drink at the bar and goes to the toilet, you
keep an eye
basically
on it.
you need to either keep that shit behind the bar or you need to be watching that shit
The
because someone's
roofies
probably
and
gonna
stuff.
roofie it.
Does that happen much with not with your stuff? I take it, or have
Not
you?
over here, no. We don't really get that a lot. Um, there's definitely people that go out in the smoking area and have a chuff on some
Yeah,
green herbs,
on that
but
Resident Evil green herb.
that, mate, there's people that I've seen people at other pubs that go into the toilet and sniff cocaine off of the
Ugh,
urinals. Like, it's just
ugh.
something that happens.
It's people do that, and like I've seen people pop, I think LSD. I think
Yeah,
you're
probably.
very. I think you might know one of them, but
Yes, yes.
I know two of them actually. Now I know the one that you and I are friends with, and then there's my old coworker and stuff. He would do it quite consistently. He did it a bit, I think, but he's more of the wacky tobacco sort of fella.
Yeah.
Like I have no issue
No.
with wacky tobacco, really. To tell you the truth,
No.
just be careful. Like anything.
There's,
Like
there's no real way to overdose on it. So, like, the only just don't do it and drive.
yeah, well that's the thing. Don't drive at all anyway. Like with yeah, especially if you've been
Anything in your
drinking.
system.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, man. Oh, condoned by drinkers.
Condoned by currently drinking alcoholic drinkers' drinks.
Yeah, feeling this whiskey a bit. Not as bad. It tastes good. It tastes fine. Um, I was gonna say, what's your opinion on like? I'll just tell you this. Have you heard of a YouTube channel called Dead Meat?
No, I
They
haven't.
what he does is he goes through like horror movies and does kill counts, like who died, how many died, what was the best kill, what was the gender ratio, like 4 men, 2 women or something.
I used to watch the kill count, but that's not the same thing.
Because kill count, what that was the channel name?
Yeah, the channel name's the kill count, and they just do that.
Oh,
They count kills, like
yeah,
they count kills in horror movies.
I like this guy though because I like him because when there's horror movies, you know me, I don't like watching horror movies.
Mm,
Most of the time, I think there's one or two I could probably pass off, but it's like I'm watching the movie anyway. But he's just getting to the good bits, like people dying,
yeah,
and he also,
yeah,
it's
the
pretty
build up. Yeah,
interesting. Like, did you know there's a lot of Texas Chainsaw movies, and like I think 75% of them aren't good or something like that.
yeah, I can believe that too.
I think like only like the first one, and I think the first one and the second one are like the ones that people are like, yeah, those are the clean good ones. Maybe the remake from 2003, but then you've got ones like oh, it's fucking stupid. Mum was watching it on Netflix, and it ends with like the chick picks up the chainsaw and does an uppercut with the chainsaw on a Leatherface, but it's like it doesn't decapitate him. It just does an uppercut with it, so like chainsaws his chest a bit, I think, and he falls into the water. Then the movie ends with like them driving away. Then Leatherface grabs the girl and cuts her head off, like it through the window.
Oh my god.
But it's like, oh my
Oh,
god, isn't the chainsaw uppercut was what made me go, okay, this is stupid. This is
there's some
funny.
whack scenes in some horror movies these days, man.
That one's like a modern take
Like
on it,
they
and
have
then
the technology to make it look super gory or scary or whatever, and they're like, nah, let's go for cheap shit still
that was just dude.
because it works,
Oh, it's
and
like it's like yeah,
it doesn't anymore.
it just well that's like a lot of horror movies is also they're just some of them are just stupid. Like
Mm.
I think the that one's a sequel to the original, and basically it's like Texas Chainsaw 2 and 3 never happened, and then there's the prequel to the original, the sequel, and then the sequel to the sequel, that were all released like in the last like 5 years. And one of them is like the final girl is like related to Leatherface, but and this is just a spoiler, but who cares? The movie's terrible. Her last line is "Go get him, cuz," and she calls everyone murderers. But like, did you not see what Leatherface was doing to all of your friends?
Nah,
Nah, it didn't happen. And then oh, the CGI was terrible, but for like how he kills the final person, cuts their hands off and puts them in a grinder. It looks it looks not so great, but yeah, kill counts. I like them. They're fun, they're enjoyable, and they usually are better than the movie themselves. A lot
yeah,
of the
yeah.
time, he did it.
Especially when
Yeah,
the people that do the kill counts are generally are like witty and have some fun shit to say
and
about
there's
them.
some fun behind the scenes stuff that they show, and like he did all the Saw movies, which saved me having to watch the Saw movies completely. And
I
oh, that
think I'm trying
oh,
to think. I think I watched Jigsaw
I've watched.
and some of Saw 1. I don't think I've seen any of the other Saw movies.
I saw 6, I think, all the way through, and the other ones I just watched my mum watching it like through the background because I'm hiding. But I remember there's some pretty gnarly kills. Ugh,
And I
like
remember
the
like the first
Twister.
couple of, remember people like complain, or well, not really complain about the first couple of movies were like, the kills were the traps were fair. So like,
They were
if they had
escapable.
actually thought about it or escapable, if they'd actually thought about it or really were committed to it, then they could have escaped. Whereas the other ones were not so much.
I think they said something like, "Oh, his disciples started tampering with the machines and stuff like that."
Yeah, she started specifically. She made the traps unescapable. She made them so
Yeah,
that they just died. There was no
yeah,
way to escape it.
and oh, it's like
Even if
sort
they
of
did
yeah,
escape, they would have died from blood loss. Like,
blood loss or the door was shut or something like that. Like I think they mentioned that, but I was gonna say yeah. My favorite part of the Saw series is Dead by Daylight. Funnily enough,
yeah, that's fair. That's,
it's I don't
what do you
dislike
mean?
Saw. I think
Didn't you
Saw
love
One looks great.
Didn't you love the Saw 2 game?
Oh, I I remember playing the demo, and the puzzles were the same but randomized. If that makes sense, like they were random numbers, but they were the same puzzle, and that threw me in for a loop, just 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 completely.
Oh, oh, you know what's coming up actually? Uh, the show's coming up.
Oh shit! Yeah, crap. This year's actually flown by. I was just thinking about we also have birthdays to look forward to. One of our
Yeah, I
friends is
suppose
also
mine's
coming up, and yours is only 2 months away, essentially.
which friend? What are you talking about?
Uh, the one who didn't go to formal because of fees.
Oh yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's. What is it? This month? Is it this month or next
Yeah,
month?
end of this month.
Oh, it's
End of this
this
month.
month. Yeah,
Oh, I'm so salt because
crazy.
I was looking at like a figure for him online. It was like $10 instead of 40. I decided to keep an eye on it to make sure I had money. It was like sold out the next day. I'm like, shame.
Ah,
It's not like a big miss. I still have a gift for him, but you know, it was something I remember
so
him mentioning.
I have to
But
fucking Jesus Christ. What day is it?
it's like 29th, I think, or 27th at least. It's end of the month at least. I feel bad not remembering, but I barely remember yours just because
Yeah,
there's so
well,
many
it
dates
doesn't
around
help that I
those.
don't tell you. So
People don't remember mine, but like,
I know
oh,
what month yours is. I just can never remember the day.
so it's pretty easy. End of the month, but that's
But
pretty
the only
simple and
reason I
easy.
remember that is because my own sister's birthday's in that month. So
Yeah, it's pretty, and also our other friend's birthday is at the start of the month. Jay, I'm trying not to name drop like things as much as I can, but it's not like it
wait,
matters too
which
much.
friend?
Izor,
Chin.
Chin, yeah. Oh no no no
Oh,
no
oh,
no.
right.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Chin in a while.
I haven't talked to him since he quit Taekwondo.
I haven't talked to him like just since
Good.
bloody ever, really. Like I remember him in grade like 4 or 5 or 6 or something, but
I think he left our school in grade 6. I think.
yeah, no, he wasn't in grade 7. No, oh
I don't think he was in grade 7.
no, I mean most of the people that we had in grade 7 were there for the early years of high school.
Yeah,
Remember,
true.
like by the time you get to grade 12, a lot of people have trickled out,
Mm.
but we still had the core people.
Shakeen.
Oh, they're eating Shakeen. The birds are surrounding us.
Shakeen. Eating a Shakeen on the oval. He's dead again.
He's gone.
Not again.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know what
yeah,
happened to him really.
I, mm, I don't even know if I don't know if we went to another school in the town or if he went to the big city.
He may have just moved, honestly, because like you'd hear something about that character even when you're like in grade, well, graduated, I guess.
I think yeah. Well, I remember hearing about him in grade 12. I just don't remember.
There's like a whole
I just don't remember what it was about.
there's like a whole slew of characters we just haven't really heard about. Like we're not going to name drop
I hear
anything, but
I hear about people that we graduated with from time to time, but
oh
like
yeah, Like,
Some of them don't seem to have gone very far in life.
I mean, you're looking at one of them, but
Uh,
but no, I know.
well, it's fine.
Yeah, well, I know some that like on their like second kid right now. I think one of them's have like one of our friends is having a kid. I think
To
very
be
soon.
fair, she had it in like grade, what was it, 9 or
Yeah,
something like that?
that's
Nine?
true.
What?
No, no,
It was
art
9.
class, grade 12. Grade 12, I think. It wasn't, or grade 11. No, I think it was grade 11. It wasn't, it
Because it was
was,
14. She was 14 when it happened.
we were in art class. That's the thing. I guess that's what I remember, but honestly,
That was
I'm,
for our first one though. I'm not sure about the second one.
second one's like coming up, I think. Something like that. But, it's just, I'm hearing a lot about people are traveling a lot, which is, you know, not something I can do, obviously, with my current situation, but more so just like they're traveling far. Like they're recreationally traveling, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which is,
I
I
thought
guess,
about traveling one day.
I wouldn't mind doing it,
I
but
wanted to go to Hawaii on my 21st. But that's obviously not going to happen
that's.
now.
Do you reckon that's too much? Like, would you say that would be a bit too much, too hard to do? Do you reckon, or do you reckon it's just like,
Right now, absolutely.
nah,
Like, I'd have to renew my passport, and
get a ticket,
then I'd
get
have to have
lodgings?
enough. I'd have.
Oh,
Well, you can buy a bundle to go over there and stay, but like I'd have to save enough money for the bundle itself. It's not cheap. Cheaper than it's. Some of them are actually cheaper than flying from like our main city to Brisbane. Like
huh?
flights to Brisbane are super expensive.
Really? I mean, I guess I've only been on them flights like twice, essentially.
So like, if you flew from Brisbane to Sydney, right?
Yep.
It's like $800.
Oh,
If you fly from Brisbane to Darwin, then from Darwin to Sydney, it's like $400.
huh? Is there any actual reason for that, or is it just like,
Um,
you know?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Oh
just
man.
know that that's what it is, and it's stupid.
Oh god. Speaking of Brisbane, you remember our Brisbane trip? The
Yeah, that was so
the,
long ago.
the ice rink, man. So much blood.
I don't actually, I don't remember seeing everyone told me, oh, we were leaving because some kid cut their fingers off, right? I don't ever remember seeing someone chop their fingers off or
I think
bleeding on that ice rink. I was too busy fucking around in the corner
we were too busy.
trying to learn how to ice skate.
We were skating around the outside, and I kept falling over. And I think the thing we literally kept saying was, "Don't let the dragon drag on," because guess what we watched earlier?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah.
fucking Adventure Time when it was really
When it
fun.
was good.
When it was good, yeah.
It's
Oh,
funny. I remember coming back from that ice rink because we wore. Remember we wore like the long jeans. No, not jeans. Fucking long pants.
yeah,
And I remember taking it off, and underneath that, I had like because you remember me and you basically used to wear the camo pants, and I wear pretty much boardies now, but used to wear the
yeah,
camo pants.
yeah, yeah.
And I remember coming back and fucking taking my things down, being like, "What the fuck? My camo pants ripped," and they ripped because I fell over and split them, but I didn't realize that until fucking like a week later, and I'm like, "How the fuck did I split my
Fuck,
pants?"
fuck. I remember that. I actually do think I remember you screaming about that. I remember we kept winning. Our group kept winning because we were either the cleanest or like getting the points. We won like four times in a
That's
row.
because we were the best. We were also the worst because I remember on that trip too. There was one time that I actually uh one of the days I went down to the shower, I forgot I put my towel out. I put all my clothes in with me, but left my towel outside
Oh,
on the bench out there. And I was trying to wait for people to go, but like there was, I think Blaine and one other bloke was still in there. So I
yeah.
just fucking kicked open the door, ran out, grabbed my towel, and then ran back in. And all I remember hearing
Oh,
my mate was like, "Ah!"
shit. You remember the water? Like, I'm just going through memories now. You remember the water? The one thing that I had an advantage in was the water. Or something the canoe.
Yeah,
Just because I
yeah.
didn't have the shoes for it, so I
You
wasn't allowed
didn't
to
have the
swim.
shoes.
But I was warm. I was the warmest one there. through sheer pain and luck.
I remember everyone doing the abseiling, and everyone's like, "How do you fucking do this?" And like jumping down and fucking up. And I got up there and I like jumped down in two, and everyone's like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Ugh.
Sitting there like, "Is this supposed to be fun?" Or I just jumped down twice and I was at the bottom.
Oh, I hate. What was the abseiling again?
So it's like jumping down from a rock, from like a
Oh,
rope.
yep. It was a
They like
it was a
lower you
wall.
down on a rope.
That was my biggest fear. You know, I fucking despise heights. I hate them. Oh, I would rather get into a fight than deal with heights
I'm gonna
somehow.
on your 22nd birthday, I'm gonna book you flights to jump out of a
No,
plane.
I'm telling you this. You can give the tickets to someone else. I am not doing that. I am
Come
not
on, give
doing
it a
that.
go, mate. You only live once, Thomas. It'll kill your fear of heights.
Okay.
Just
Pay,
remember, only 15% of parachutes fail.
all right, if
That's
you
why
pay
they have
for it, I'll
two.
do it. If you pay for it, I'll do it.
I'll be like
Oh,
15 grand, but it'd be funny
oh.
to see you scream the whole
I
fucking way down.
I know. I think I would legitimately like freeze up.
You
I'd
just
actually be
pass
like,
out. You just pass out. Oh.
oh no.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just heights suck. I think I'm scared of a lot of things
What's
with
so
heights.
scary about heights, man? Heights aren't even
It's
scary.
it's not like it's kind of weird because it's like if I'm up high somewhere, it's like your body just starts
What's wrong with heights, man?
starts starts making it really hard to react. Like your legs start shaking and then you start wibbling and then it just gets worse. But
Mm. I forgot when we did that in grade 7.
I
That you were
fuck.
like, nah, man,
Oh. I
I
did it
ain't
once.
gonna go up there.
I did it once. I did it once. Let's be completely honest. But I did not do any more.
I had the time of my life on that day. Then again, I've never had a real big problem with heights.
Yeah.
I think they're great.
I think the roller coaster was fun when I kept my eyes closed. Because
Dude, I went back on that same roller coaster. You know the jet ski roller coaster?
I think yeah, you go. I think you remember
Okay,
that.
so I've gone back twice since the last time we did it. Do you remember being strapped in at all on the first time that we went to it?
I didn't do the jet ski. I only did the roller coaster because
I
the jet
remember we
ski.
did the jet ski one time, didn't we?
No, no, not me specifically. I don't because I remember they didn't have straps in. We they was like you sit in there
Well,
and you hold it.
yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say because fucking I went back there since, and now this like they strap it down on your waist sort of thing so that your legs can't come out. I do not remember being
I know.
strapped in when I was in there. I remember just fucking holding on, and it's the same circuit. The circuit hasn't changed. They've just added in fucking straps onto your legs now.
Like I don't remember. Maybe we just didn't see them, but I remember just going, nope, there's no harness. I'm not doing that. Like the roller coaster was big and cool, and it was strapped in. Oh
I
man,
remember, I remember going on the roller coaster. You were like, oh, "Nah, dude, I'm not doing the roller coaster." I'm like,
you
"Dude, we
literally
have to
forced
do
me
the
on,
roller coaster." And
and
I'm like,
I
"Dude, we have to." And then we did it once, and you're like, "All right, we'll do the roller coaster again."
because it's like,
I'm like, "What
oh,
the fuck do you mean?"
I was like, all right, you want to do it again? I mean, it's like stripping the band-aid off.
You were just like, "Nah, it's good now. I've done it. It's fine."
It's like, okay, now I know what it's like. You want to do it again?
And I think we did it like we did it like 6 times after that, didn't we?
I don't. I remember doing it once specifically. Maybe we did it once more, or maybe the line was too long. Like that's the thing is
I
like
know we did it at least twice. I know we definitely
we
did it
definitely
twice. I
did
just got
twice. I think. Oh man, I remember the gift shop was really expensive.
mm,
Oh,
yeah, fuck that gift
I
shop.
remember it wasn't that place. It was another place. I know. I think it was the Dream World. I think I bought like a SpongeBob, um, like a big tall SpongeBob. What's it called? It's like a slushy holder, but it's really tall and thin.
Oh yeah.
And they said you weren't allowed drinks on the bus. So my slushy in my hand, I actually poured it into it. I'm like, okay, this will be safe if I put it in my bag. I come home and the bottom's cracked and leaking all over my stuff. It
Oh.
wasn't too bad, but it was because it was at the bottom. But I was like, I had to suckle the rest of it out.
I remember I got like given, I think it was like $75 for like buying stuff down there.
Yeah.
I think I've spent like $50 on food and like $10 on buying
Uh,
stuff.
I think Mum was like, here's money. I think we went to the Lego shop, but we didn't buy anything there. And then when I came back to Townsville, Oh yeah, that's where we went. I straight up just bought some Lego with the money I had left over. Essentially, that's what I did because that's what every kid does.
What every kid does, buys
Like,
Lego.
yeah,
Oh, good times.
good times. Ugh.
Anyway, it's closing time in the pub.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I think
As you
I've
can as
had
you
my
can
drink.
as you can see by this handy dandy clock here, and the fact that the sun is going down. Usually pubs would stay open, but we're only from day till dawn, from dusk till dawn. So,
Yeah, that's
well,
about it.
actually, we only go from dawn till dusk, so we're only open
We're
during the
open
day.
when we feel like it. Whenever we make it up.
Exactly.
That's the source, and we're on
We're
the
only open. We're only open during American times and during the day,
yeah.
and
Well,
Australian times during the night.
because we're the bench out back, and the Outback
Yes,
is on the bench.
because we're on the bench outback. This is the bench, and we're in the outback.
Let's just say hi to
Uh,
what's his name?
we as you can see, we still have yet to move everything in. We're
Yeah,
working
well,
on it. This is
yeah,
Barry, our sea turtle. He's the pub mascot.
yeah. We just found him one day, put him in a
You'll
tub.
see him once every podcast.
Yeah,
Um,
he's just doing drifties.
he just yeah, he
Oh,
just he just he just on crack. It's fine.
yeah. Well, that's been the. Let me make sure I read it right.
Well,
The Bench Outback
uh,
podcast.
thanks for joining us on the bench out back.
Yep. And just remember, check out Kurt's channel. I'll put it in the description. My channel is what you're probably watching it on anyway, but you know,
Um,
we're not exactly that
yeah.
fancy. We have fun.
Hope you had hope our little talks had made you have lots of have enjoyed listening to us fucking ramble about absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing while drinking a little bit. Don't worry, we're not alcoholics
One
yet.
of us anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah. And hopefully we'll get some more people in. We'll get some extra guests in to help
We'll
tell
get
their
we'll
stories.
we'll probably have one more guest in next time.
Yeah, and they'll be in a bit more consistently.
Who knows? We might even have we might have an actual special
Like,
guest.
yeah, we've got a few people we can bring in, right? And even if they're not,
Yeah,
you know, I guess we'll figure that out when we get here.
that's
Essentially,
right. Right.
we've got like
Anyway, thanks
a
for
few people.
joining us on the bench out back. Hope you join again. There's always
Yeah,
room.
there's always room in here. We got plenty of stuff. We got the dance floor, and we'll catch you next time.
We'll catch you next time. See you guys.